What's going on, everybody? Mach 389 here. This is my RS4 3 EVO. I'm going to show you how to grease up some diffs here. We're going to start off. I'm going to do it in clips, so it's going to be a lot of, stop and go. But anyways, first thing you're going to do is take off these top two screws here. I already took them off. And for the front, you're going to want to take off these two here. All right, here we are at the bottom of the chassis. Down here, you're just going to want to take off these 4 screws here. And then in the front, you're gonna have these 4 here, and then you're gonna have these 3 here for the bumper. All right, we're gonna start with the back here. So now after you get the 4 screws out, be careful. I'm doing this with one hand. So you flip the car back over, and the back should slide out. You might have to wiggle it out a little. It's kind of hard with one hand. Got to pull up and pull out. That little rectangle is pressed into here, so you gotta tip it out and then pull it. All right, so now after you get off the 7 screws here, the bumper just comes right off. Put that to the side, flip the car right back over. The front is a little hard. Actually, I forgot that we need to take off the turnbuckles down here, both sides, and then the one right over here on the steering servo. All right, so you don't have to take the servo turnbuckle off, just the ones off the tie rod turnbuckles. I already got it loose, so you have to tip it up and then just pull it out. Like I said, the rectangle under here would be pressed into this rectangle here. So there you go. Now those are out. You can put the car to the side. Make sure you got all your screws together. You don't want to lose them. This is your front. This is your rear. Now you just have to disassemble these real quick. Get to the inside of your diff. This is pretty easy to get apart. So we're just gonna have to take off these 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the shock mount is gonna lift up and out. And you can actually take off these turnbuckles to make it easier. Pop out these not tie rods, dog bones. Pop those out. Give me a second and I'll get to that. All right, here we go. After you popped out your turnbuckle, your dog bone fell out. You took out your 4 screws. It's just gonna slide out like I said. You have your diff assembly in your hand. You still have to take out this 1 screw to take this case apart, and after that you can get inside, get to the main gear. All right, here you go. Take the screw out, and the case should just come right apart. There it is. There's your main gear. There's still a little bit of grease in here, but I wanted to get some more in here. So you also got a bearing fell off. I actually replaced these bearings the other day. You see how easily they just come off. So to grease inside of this diff, you have to take off these 4 Phillips screws, and then you can get inside the diff. All right, so now after you get the screws out of your rear main gear, your diff comes out, and there goes your planetary and sun gear. You can grease those up with the recommended grease that HPI gives you for like 30,000 weight grease or something like that. I don't recall, but I've been using white lithium for the last 17-18 years. When we first got the car, we blew a diff, and I believe when we rebuilt the diffs, they were dry. So we rebuilt it, blew a diff, and then from there on, after I think there was a second diff we blew, we started using white lithium grease, and never had an issue. To be honest, I don't think I've changed it in the 17 years since I put it in. So this is gonna be the first change in 17 years. So I'm gonna grease this up and put it back together, and then I'll show you how to take apart the front, which is basically the same as the back. All right, here's a quick look before I just cover it up. I just fill it up. It's white lithium, so it's not that thick, it's not that heavy. It spins very freely. I'm gonna get this back together, and like I said, I'll get to the front and show you how to do the front. which basically is going to be the same as the rear. By the way, do not forget to grease your main gear before you reassemble that, and make sure you have your bearings on. Alright, so the front is pretty much the same. I'm going to take out the top, take out the dog bone. That way just makes it easier to pop out when you're ready. Then you take off 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Then this suspension or shock tower is just going to slide right out. After you pull that out, there's going to be that 1 screw right there at the bottom. Take that off. Then the diff case is going to come up. Alright, so my phone died and it's getting pretty late, so I just went along and disassembled the front. Alright, so when you look into the front, there's going to be a spring in there. So if you decide to disassemble the front and the rear at the same time, just remember that in the front side, there is a spring. Both of these differentials and the cases are exactly the same bearings and all. So you can mix them up and put the front in the rear and the rear in the front. So just make sure that you remember that the front side, oh, wrong piece. Front side has the spring inside. And that's all for that. I'm gonna let you guys go, and good luck to you guys. Alright, and here it is back together. Hardest thing is lining up the dog bones when you put the front end in. You can take the gas tank out so you can grab the dog bone, have some more room, make it a lot easier. Same thing with the rear end. Hardest thing is getting the dog bone lined up. You can remove this battery tray, just remove these 3 pins. Then don't forget to take it off of the throttle, and then take it off of the steering, and the whole assembly will come right off, and you can just grab it and slap everything together. I just didn't want to do that, and got it done. And here it is, you know. So don't forget to grease up your ride, and have fun, guys.